Hello. Today I want to talk a little bit about this disease of loneliness and the topic of spiritual is a lonely path. I've been on my own for a very long time, estranged from family and single, and I did feel alone, surrounded by a lot of people when I was living in Canada. I've gone through different phases. I've gone through phases that I really spent a lot of time on my own, and I had a phase where I had a lot of people around me, but I was feeling alone. Also because the people that were around me, to me, it felt like they all had their own families. I didn't feel like it felt to me like they were my priority and I was their option because um, they had families, they had support, and I was on my own. That felt unfair for me, and also when I find find something out, figure something out, I hurry to share it with people that are close to me. But people did not return the favor to me. All the good information would go to their family and only leftovers for me. And in my family, I also shared that there was a lot of struggles, a lot of abuse, taken advantage, and as a result, complete estrangement. So I didn't feel supported um, in any way, not even close. And this is what seems like this theme seems a prevalent theme in the spiritual community. A lot of people go through difficult upbringing, being scapegoated by their families, and this is what often prompts you into more spiritual path because you had nobody else to listen to rely, nobody else to trust from early on. But I also, even though it seems like a common theme, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe I would have still taken that path, even though if I had a supported family. But I will say that earlier in life, family was everything to me. I, you know, kids wish for bicycle on Christmas. I wished for my uh, mother to be happy. Things like that. Um, Oops, I don't know. Can you hear me well? I just want to check the sound. The sound seemed okay. I just the microphone seems like a low and butter, but hopefully I'll have a couple more minutes. I don't want to make this video too long, anyways. And so yes, my family. It's all I dreamed about is to have a good, loving family. I wanted to make everybody happy. Unfortunately, and that was a problem. That was my lesson, and it was taken away from me because it was in the way for my for other things. And thank you for the lesson. Thank you for the lesson. But in terms of there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of violence against women. I open news, YouTube every day. Somebody's getting thrown overboard. Mm, Husbands leave their wives in the mountains. This is crazy. It's scary. It's really scary. World is very scary. You don't know how to have relationships nowadays um, with people. But also, I want to tell you, isolating ourselves and being creating, the guards. It's good to have a guard, especially for a woman. It's very healthy. But I'm saying, um, still, it's good to participate in the world and have relationships. I've lived in Canada, I lived in the United States, and I spent a lot of time in Europe. I would say the spiritual transformation, everything that we go through, people go through everywhere in the world. This epidemic of loneliness is for the most part is a United States and a Canadian disease. And I tell you why. In Europe, cities are more walkable. You don't feel as isolated as you feel in the United States when you don't have close connections and family. Because in Europe, people interact with one another in a very um, light way. You don't have to be friends to have a small interaction on the street and things like that. In the United States, because we are mostly, because I live in the United States, we're mostly driving from one place to another. Um, so you're from one box, you get into another box on the wheels, and you drive to another box to shop at that other box, and like you have very little interaction with people, and that's why we feel in the United States more isolated. And what I wanted to say is what helped me to change this. Moving helps a lot. If you are in a certain environment and you realize your friends are not really for you, your family is not really for you, but you're still in that place, it's so much harder to make all new routines, all new friends. But you can what you can try. Well, you are where you are. You can try different hobbies, try different routes. um, Try it that way. If you can move immediately, if you can move to a different area, different city, different country, if you have to, make new friends. And this time around, make it do it differently. Don't do it the way you did it when you made all the mistakes. Have a little bit more distance in terms of don't spill everything out. Don't see this person as all or nothing. Have certain Be friends with people on certain topics, or engage over certain activities, and that way you're still benefiting from human interactions we all need. And this is why we're here on this earth. We wouldn't be here on the planet earth with other human beings unless there would be a benefit from it, and there is. And we it's good to participate. If you're going through a lonely phase and all you want to do right now is to be on your own at home, this is maybe where you need to be right now. But no, this is not it. You don't have to do that for the rest of your life. So if you are in that phase, don't feel bad about it. Um, but not necessarily make it your life from now on. And and yes, I've been through these phases multiple times. I remember in my 20s, I felt extremely isolated, and I isolated myself. But then I got into real estate and I had to de isolate myself, because real estate is a profession where you need to be around people. But still, that part of real estate I never liked, where you have to socialize people because there could be a potential opportunity. So that I didn't do that much anyways. But then I've gone through another phase um, in my 30s, where I felt like I needed to isolate myself from everybody, and I engaged minimally, and it was great. But then it was another phase where I had a little bit more balance, but still I didn't feel like people were for me, and not necessarily all those friends were my real friends. But then COVID came, and then again we all isolated ourselves. But the main point I'm trying to make in this video um, is, is you don't have to be lonely. Interaction and friendship does not have to be all or nothing. You can change it by you can change your situation by changing your routine, your daily routine, by moving, or traveling. Traveling is a great way to meet people, without having to have this, how having to, how you integrate your life into their life. You can have this friendship, and then you can remain friends with people from other countries. You don't have to be lonely. Okay, that's all. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe.